Welcome to the SpeakerBox show. We got a special guest in the building, AK. Hey
guys.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Just tell me a little bit about yourself for the people who don't know.
Okay, so my name is AK. I am the host of SexTalkWithAk. On my Instagram, I like to talk shit about sex. I like to get people to engage in the conversations about sex that they might be having with their friends, but to do it in a little bit more of an educated manner.
Yes, and you also have a podcast.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So the podcast that I did belong to, we're ending it in February, is WCW Podcast.
Yes.
And so what we would do on WCW Podcast is to shout out women every episode, make them our WCWs, while interviewing a lot of other people like rappers, artists, poets, anybody who did some real dope shit that we felt like should be out there. And I got to do that show with my best friend. And yeah, it was a great time.
Yes. So is it safe to call you a sexpert?
I like to think people like to call me that, but I definitely feel like I'm educating myself as I go along with it. Like when people ask me certain questions, what I love about this is that I get to learn more with them and just figure out how to put it out there to answer like their questions and give them good advice.
Yes. So being doing your thing with the relationship questions and being a writer and all that, what is the craziest thing you may have been asked by someone?
Somebody DM'd me and asked me if they could eat my ass after I took a shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got blocked.
Yes, he got blocked. And I'm upset because I didn't get to screenshot it before I blocked him.
Yeah.
So like when I went to my Insta story, I was like, damn, I gotta tell y'all the story. Like I can't just show you so you guys know like this was really what happened.
Yeah.
But it was more so at the beginning of me switching over my Instagram page, like from my personal page to being with Sex Talk with AK and talking more about sex. So it was an eye opener because I felt like, you know what, there's more to come from this. Like So
I seen something on your Instagram. You pretty much like to give out questions every so often. Mm-hmm. One question that you asked, or it was more of a story pretty much, where you were asking dating and options. You know what I mean when I say that?
I'm trying to think of what post this was.
Yeah, it was saying dating and options, and pretty much about if you're dating, it's okay to have options while dating.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so elaborate on that a little more.
So I think the problem is like nowadays everybody is talking, right? Oh, yeah. We talk. But in all actuality, you're dating until you're actually in a relationship or actually confirm the fact that both of you are on the same page, that it's only going to be you. Then you're dating. You have to have options. What I try to say all the time is, if you go to the food court, right, you go to the mall, you know what meal you're already going to get when you walk in there. You're like, I'm going to Chipotle. This is what I'm getting. But there's going to be samples around you, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to stop for every single sample for something that intrigues you. Like, I'm not going to stop for the hot dog sample, but if they're giving out a French fry, I'm going to pick up a French fry, even though I know I want Chipotle. So I tell people all the time, like, when you're dating, don't sit here and just date one person. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, you get caught up, things move faster than they're supposed to because you have nobody to compare that person to. Nothing. Like,
yeah. I was talking to a girl from New Orleans. I love New Orleans women because they are like so upfront and so real.
Yeah.
So it was like 7:30. I'm on the date with the New Orleans girl, and she was like, she looked at her watch and said, "Yeah, I got another date about 9:30," and it broke my heart. Like, oh shit, I need to go and cuff her because she's serious. And like,
I love her.
She really ended up like, she was just like dating multiple men, and like it hurt my feelings. And if you really wanted her at that point, you would have took her serious. And I feel like any woman should have those dating options because if he really wants you, he's going to take you serious after seeing something like that. And
the funniest thing is people sit there. When I made that comment, when I wrote, it was the article that I wrote. When I wrote that article, a lot of people was like, oh, but what happens when it comes down to sex and stuff like that? You don't have to sleep with every single one of them.
That's a fact.
You can sleep with every single one of them if that's what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
And then some people be like, oh, I'm not built to be, like dating 2 guys at once. Yes, you are. You just in the back of your mind feel like that's the wrong thing to do because people have put it out there like, oh, you're supposed to focus on one person. You're not supposed to be dating multiple men or dating multiple women. Like, it doesn't matter. Guys date multiple women all the time, like all the freaking time. And for you to do the same thing, it's like, oh no, this is wrong. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
And what I found in dating multiple people is that, like, my relationships don't move as fast. And if they are going to move as fast, it's because that person actually showed what they were supposed to show for me to take them seriously. And not only that, but I get to have more fun. Like, imagine you get to go on multiple dates all the time. Like, stay fed. Like,
yeah, you're right. For real. And that's how I felt. Like, you eat my food and you finna go eat again? Like, I was like really
not
hurt.
even taking the leftovers because she already got dinner for later.
That's a fact. And that was the craziest thing I ever experienced in my life. It was another question that you put up, and I want to know your opinion on it. And it was more about having sex with someone without attachments. Is that even possible?
Yeah.
You really think that's possible?
Yeah. I'll get up and I'll walk out. I'll be like, all right, cool. It was nice meeting you. This was fun.
Hey, I'll be hurt. Like, it happened to me maybe once in my life, and it was a shocker to me. Like, usually if I smash somebody, they'll want to stay. But on this particular day, she always would do this. Like, we'd smash. I'm getting a draw towel, and I hear the clinking of keys, like, ching, ling, ling, ling. I'm like, what the fuck? I look back. She's like, okay, about to go. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that shit kind of hurts to even know, like, damn, she having sex, but she don't want me like that. Like, for real. Why do you think that's so that a woman can be able to do that?
The same way a man can. A lot of guys, like, I guess what I'm really doing a lot with Sex Talk with AK is showing women that, like, everything that you see these guys doing, you can do the same way and not feel no type of way about it, not do certain things.
Yeah.
Sex is about pleasure, to be real. Sex is about pleasure. Sex is about pleasing your partner. Sex is about getting pleasure yourself. That's why I'm also a big believer in if you're not being pleased, there's no reason for you to go back.
That's a fact.
And then a lot of women were built to believe that, oh, once you give up the vagina or once you give up the pussy or something like that, you have to be attached to this person. You have to want something from that person. Honestly, I've had some really great relationships where it was purely sex and we understood that. And all it was, hey, what you doing later? You available? You free? All right, cool. Come over. There's no spending the night. There's nothing like that. But the thing is, like, me and this one person, for example, me and this person, we could go out to eat. We could go out to drink. We have great conversations. We text each other from time to time, but we know what's up. Like, and it's literally like, oh, we're just having sex and we have really great sex. So why not continue doing this and not fuck it up by adding emotions and feelings, knowing that we're not good for each other?
Yeah.
Like
with that situation, it's like I said, it's only been one time that it actually wasn't a connection. Usually, if you smash somebody, it's gonna be some kind of connections after that.
Being clouded by dick, that's all it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of connection. And God forbid if you hit her raw. If you hit her raw, she gonna be like, "Oh, you mine? You got me fucked up." So I guess that's just one. Yeah, I guess that's just one of them situations. What do you consider to be great sex?
I don't know. I feel like if you're on the same page, and if you're not on the same page, at least like what you like in bed and stuff like that, or how you like things, being able to communicate that with the person that you're engaging in that activity with, to say like, okay, hey, I don't like it like this, I like it like that, and that person being willing to actually say like, all right, cool, I'll do it this way this time. Like, I think that's what leads to great sex, when you guys are fulfilling what each other likes or what each other expects in the bedroom.
Yeah, like,
or keeping it new and fresh and stuff.
Yeah, like good sex to me is like mostly vibes for one, and like it's almost like a championship bout where like one person throw a few punches, another come back, and y'all just going at it, and afterwards you be like,
competition in the bedroom.
Yeah, you be like, You know,
trying to outshow each other.
Exactly.
I think like one of like the best times that I might have had, like, which guys should start doing more often, is when a guy was like, yeah, I'm not coming until you come. Like, and he made me coming like the priority. Yeah. Which I feel like not that many people do. So it was like, all right, cool. I'm not finishing until I'm sure that you got yours. Like, or even if you do finish, then it's like, I'm still making sure you're not leaving this room without coming. Like,
that's a scary thing to know that a lot of women don't come. So
yes,
I'll never forget. I was talking to a girl and she said, yeah, I never had an orgasm in my life. And I was like,
sex for mad long.
Yeah. And she was like in her 30s. And I was like, well, I'd be damned if you finna add me to the list of he didn't make me come. So I just like fell back altogether because I don't want to be a part of that list. Like, that's a scary list to be a part of. Like,
yeah,
that's some crazy shit. How long should sex last?
Honestly, I'm more like a 20-minute kind of person. Like, you go pick back up where we left off at kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that long-winded sex is cool, but I remember the first time I slept with somebody and we had sex for like a good 2 hours. And I was sitting there, I was like, this is too much. Like, I literally came out of that, I was like, this is too much. We're gonna have to break this down, or I'm gonna have to get used to this, because I'm so used to everything being like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes is like a
and that's more my speed. That's more my speed. I've learned in life, older women can smash all day. Like, you could throw everything in them, they'll still be like, I'm still horny, baby. Like, what the fuck? So like, I stay away from older women. Like, when I was younger, I was with the shit. When I was 22, I was dating a 34-year-old. And like, we used to go at it. I had to kind of stand them like that. I'm 29 now. I'm an old man. So like, all that hours and no, we ain't finna do that. So nah. Yeah. Is foreplay a must with you?
Yeah. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no reason why anybody should just whip something out and just think like, let me just go straight in. Like, how? We had this thing that we used to say on WCW, and we would call it rug burn pussy. Like, and I feel like this should really be a term that a lot of people use. Like, because rug burn pussy is that I didn't take a second to make sure you were actually wet. I didn't show your pussy no appreciation, no touch, no feel, no nothing, no lick, no stick, nothing. And then I'm about to sit here and just pull my dick out and just throw it in there and think that it's gonna be good. Like,
yeah, that's a good term.
Rug burn pussy feels like carpet burn on your fucking vagina. It's not.
Yeah.
Good.
Because honestly, some people got that regardless. I don't care what you do.
That's true.
Like I've ran into a lot of people that got the carpet burned regardless. And like, you notice they always single. If they do get a dude, I can time it. Like, I give it 2 weeks. And after that, it's over with. Like, but me personally, I give a girl oral sex. But me personally, I don't like oral sex myself.
What?
Yeah, like, when I was 16, 17, it was the first time I ever got head, right? And I never had head, so I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like. But this girl was like teething my shit. Like, she would get it with the teeth and just pull it like, and I was like, and like in the pornos, this the faces they was making. So I thought this was head. So I'm like, and afterwards, like, it scarred me to the point, like, I don't like head. Like,
this is why kids aren't supposed to learn about sex through porn.
I swear to God, because I'm scarred. Like, I do not like head.
For like, that's crazy. I can't believe that she was giving you head like that.
Yeah, any girl swear like, yeah, I gave him head. She lying. Like, God forbid, like, when I blow up and everything going to, like, somebody try to pull some Me Too shit on me and they say I gave him head, she motherfucking lying. That's a fact.
Like, go back to this episode.
That's a fact, because I do not like head.
I was traumatized. Like, no woman has ever taken offense by the fact that you didn't allow them to suck your dick. Like,
yeah, because I'm gonna tell them straight up, like, I'm not gonna like it. And they be like, yeah, she will. Like, just chill. You don't hurt your feelings. Like, I don't like head because I'm scarred, and like, it's been times that I have had good head, but the moment I feel that graze of teeth, it just be like, and like, what's wrong? And like, she gonna dog me out like, oh, he couldn't even get hard. In fact, it wasn't that. I'm scarred from the teeth situation. So like, let's just stay away. Yeah, I just stay away from it altogether. Like, it's only one time in my whole life I actually had good head, and it was from an older lady. And like, what's crazy, she came in the room with a draw towel, and she was like, baby, sit under this. And I was like, oh shit. Like, that's been the only time. Other than that, I'll be like, nah, like, I'll pass on the head. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, for real. So,
I'm laughing at the towel though. That's mad.
Yeah,
funny.
she was like, get under the towel. And I knew what time it was. I was like, oh, let's get it. Are you into getting your ass ate?
Yeah.
All right, I can understand that. Let's try to dispel this theory, because men trying to make it cool. Like, is it acceptable for a man to get his ass ate?
Yeah, why not?
That's gay.
That's not gay. It's not gay.
I don't want nothing around my ass.
It's not gay. You know, I think.
Like, first off, like, how do you even get your ass ate? Is you gonna flip back and let your legs back? Is you gonna hike over or hit the wall? Like, is you just gonna bend over on foes? Like, how you gonna do it and look manly? It's no way you can look manly and get your ass ate.
I mean, the first time I ate ass, right, it was a little conflicting for me because, one, I thought I was going to lose my head that day. Like, I was like, this nigga's he's going to knock me out. Like, he's going to knock me out.
I feel him.
Oh, my God. But so, like, I started and I'm like, all right, no, like, I was like sucking dick, obviously. Like, so I went like down to his balls. I'm like, all right, cool. So the original plan that day was just to touch upon the gooch, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna touch the gooch, blah, blah. So as I'm doing that, I'm realizing, I'm like, you're already there, sis. Like, you know, like conversations with yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, you might as well just try it. So I like tried it a little bit. So I'm sitting there like, all right, cool. I'm still alive. Like, he hasn't knocked my head off yet. So then we like continue. So I'm still doing it, but the whole time he's sitting there, he's like, oh nah. Like, and I'm like, but he didn't stop me yet. And his reaction was crazy. So I'm sitting there. I was surprised myself. I was like, there's no way in hell that this is really happening.
Yeah.
So then it was like at one point where I guess I had to like move his leg a little bit. And at that point I was like, damn, I feel like I'm fucking like a girl.
See, you gotta hike them legs up.
And I was just like, but I kept on doing it, so it was whatever. It wasn't that bad. I don't think it makes you gay. I think that there's like so many pleasure points on your body that you should explore.
And I'm gonna leave them pleasure points alone. Like,
you the same one not getting head from teeth because of a teeth situation.
Because like I had a girl, like, she would try to eat my ass on the regular. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, so one day I guess she caught me lacking or tried to catch me lacking. So I got out the tub. She's like, yeah, let me give you a massage. So I'm getting a massage. I'm laying on my stomach. So I'm getting a massage. And she went for it fast. And I turned into a fucking bull. I was there being like, whoa! Like, what the fuck? I had to get her off of me because I'm not accepting that. That's not cool.
Oh, my God.
It's even been another time where, like, I didn't even know the gooch existed, right? Like, I'm chilling. I was getting head, like, just waiting to feel the teeth. Like, wait till I feel these teeth. Then all of a sudden, I felt her mess with the gooch. I ain't never been a superhero in my life, but niggas can fly. If people don't believe niggas can fly, I flew. Like, I felt her lick my gooch, and I thought it was my ass, and I was just like, woof. Like, I fucking touched the ceiling that day. Like, I'm not with the gooch either. Like,
nah, you're just escaping pleasure. Guys who are listening, watching, all that good stuff, ignore this man over here. Do not escape pleasure. Man. Try it. See how you feel about it. There's no reason why. Right. It might be for you, you know what I'm saying? But you won't know until you try. I think a lot of people sit there and they're like, oh, no, let me not do this because so-and-so said it was uncool. Your niggas don't need to know what you're doing in the bedroom in the first place. You're probably not going to tell them anyway. And just do it. Try it. Like, if you have a girl who's willing to do it, then I wouldn't pass on the opportunity.
Shit. Like, I used to live with all my homies. It was like 4 or 5 of us in a 3-bedroom. Mm-hmm. I walked in on my homie several times smashing a chick. If I ever walked in that house that day and my homie was hiked on the wall like this, getting his ass ate, I'm missing a homie. That's a fact. We no longer friends, my nigga. Explain yourself. I'm gonna want him to explain himself right there. Explain yourself, my nigga. She better have a motherfucking gun, because she ain't got no gun, my nigga. You always wanted your ass played with. Like, because I always hear, like, if a woman doing it, it's not gay, no matter what it is. But I was like, so you mean to tell me if she put a strap on and she fuck
pegging.
you?
It's pegging.
What is pegging?
Pegging. When a woman puts a strap on and fucks a guy. Pegging.
Please don't tell me you ever pegged somebody.
I haven't gotten to that point yet in life. No. I don't know if I could do it personally.
Thank you. Please. And if he want to get pegged, leave him alone.
I don't know. I'm not going to stop dealing with somebody because they want to get pegged, but I just know that I'm not the person who can do it just yet. Like, I haven't used a strap-on with a girl yet, so I'm not about to have my first strap-on experience be with a guy.
Yeah.
I think it's just funny, though, because, like, the first time I ate ass, like, the second time, like, it was, like, a while later. We never talked about it. Like, it was not a discussion. We didn't have that conversation. It wasn't like, oh, hey, did you like this? Like, did you not? Like, so then I remember a couple weeks, like, afterwards, I was like, all right, cool. We were having a little session, whatever. And I'm just like, I think I was drunk, too. So I was like, let me try this again. Let me see what happens. And it was, like, in the midst of, like, 69. And it just kept on going. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, he likes this.
No, I am. I can't get with it. I'm trying to visualize, like, could you be with it? But the more I think about it, like, I just cannot do it.
I think that if you were getting head, then it would be easier to ease into that situation. But because of the fact that you're not getting your dick sucked, it would literally just be like straight for the ass.
Because a woman gonna use that for ammo one day.
What?
Like, when she ready to expose you, she be like, yeah, don't you like to get your ass ate? And it's gonna be like,
but the way I look at it like that is like, yeah, you could say, oh yeah, he likes to get his ass ate, but in all technicalities, you were the one who was eating ass, and it takes a brave bitch to go down and eat ass. Like, let me tell you that. Like,
it do.
Like, the first time I even ate a girl's ass, I was like, whoa, I'm really doing this. Like,
yeah.
I do a lot of shit when I'm drunk. Clearly.
Yeah, like, I eat ass, but it just gotta be after a bath, not a shower. A bath. You gotta sit that ass in some water and make sure it's clean. That's the only way. Man, I'm not eating ass after the club, after you done draw. Like, no, I gotta see you get out that tub. Like, that's the only way I eat ass. Then I'm with it. What do you think about toys in the bedroom?
I love them. I think toys in the bedroom, besides your like typical toys, like your partner toys and stuff, like cock rings or stuff like that, like bringing in a vibrator, or a lot of women have toys. Majority, which yeah. I've been noticing now.
Every woman got a toy stash somewhere.
They got a toy stash, like, and I would say, like, I remember there was one time where this guy was like, bring a toy out, and I'm like, what? And he's like, bring a toy out. I want to see how you please yourself with your toy.
Okay, now it makes more sense, because it was getting scary.
Watched, like, me play with myself with my toy. And I was just like, it was different because I'm just sitting there like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
It was fun. And then afterwards, like, I let him, like, use a toy on me too. And it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with the cock ring thing. The cock ring thing, cool, and maybe a small dildo, maybe. But if you pulling out toys bigger than me, we got problems. Why am I here? So, yeah, I'm cool. I'm very cool with the cock rings.
Yeah,
I'm cool with the like small vibrators.
What about like beads and stuff, like anal plugs? Or
no, I'm scared of anal.
Okay,
I'm a very mental person. So I be thinking, like, I don't even put a thumb in a butt, right? Because I be thinking, like, if I put my thumb in a butt, what's gonna come out of this? You know what I'm saying? So I be real paranoid of stuff. Like, I'm a paranoid person, so I never was into the anal stuff. And even when I've tried anal, it never happened. It didn't work. So, like, I left it alone. So anal is something I never, like, dabbled in.
I'm not one to yuck somebody's yum. But you gotta start having better sex.
No, like,
you
seriously, like,
start having better
like,
sex.
no, like, with the thumb in the butt, I'd be scared because, like, I've been through things in my life, like I swear, like, and this is why I say you gotta, like, get out the tub to eat ass. Like, one day this girl came over and like I'm giving her head and I was like, fuck it, man, might as well scrape across the butt. And like I went down and I looked and it was like tissue, like crumbs. And I was like, oh, oh, oh. And like after that, that was it. Like that was it. Like it died and like that was it. Because once I see something I shouldn't see, that's it for me. So I try to stay within my realm. Like that's cool. Once I
am actually shocked.
I swear to God. Like I was like, first of all, you came over here like that. You didn't jump in the tub when you came over. Like you foul. Like and then using cheap tissue. Like that's that $4 for $1 shit. Like nah. So
women, you gotta carry your wet wipes with you. Make sure you get like that good clean. If you know you're not about to be able to get the shower real quick.
That's a fact.
You get with the pussy. Like you gotta.
Yeah. So that's why like I'm not scared of anal. Just the 2 times I've tried, it didn't work. Mm-hmm. One girl bled, and that made me go, oh, oh, and it died. Stuff like that scares me. So
no period sex.
No period sex ever, because periods smell like a handful of pennies. I don't know if people like grab a handful of pennies, rub them in your hand, and go. And I swear to God, that is what periods gonna smell like. So and that smell like mentally it's gonna fuck me up. So
no shower period sex.
No, I heard somebody one time. I never talked after that. Like we was talking about that, and she was like, "Well, I just opened some windows and put a towel down." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, shit, I'm finna close this refrigerator. Let me call you back." And like I never talked to her again. Like you want some weird shit? Like
what?
Yeah, because like I'm just not with period sex. Like the smell of it throws me off.
I don't remember the last time I had period sex, so I'm trying to like go back and think about this.
Just do it and watch. It's just gonna smell like a hand.
Period sex. I'm gonna text you.
And I bet you be like, you know what? You're right. It did smell like a handful of pennies. A handful of pennies. Smell like pennies. You're just going pennies and like
I would be like, you're wrong. You're really wrong.
I swear that's what I smelled. I was like, it smells like pennies in here.
I'm gonna take a clip of this video and then I'm gonna write a whole huge caption underneath about how you were wrong. I'm praying that you're wrong. I swear
that's what I smelled. So, what was your thoughts when you heard about these sex dolls floating around?
It was annoying personally because all these guys are sitting here talking about, oh, we don't need girls anymore, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, first of all, sis, you ain't got enough money. That's one. Like,
that's a fact.
Y'all saying all this shit, but you're not tipping accordingly at the end of our date. But you want to talk about, oh, I'm about to get a sex doll. I'm like, secondly, y'all gonna get these sex dolls and probably use it once if you get it. Because you probably would never. You probably didn't even have like a fleshlight, the flashlight pussies or anything. I
wanted one. I can't lie.
Like how you go from not even owning a flashlight pussy to getting a whole ass sex doll. Now I've seen some dolls who look like Instagram models.
That's a fact.
I got confused. I was like, is this a person or is this a doll? So I fuck with it. But I feel like what I've learned a lot about people who do have sex dolls are the people who aren't as social or aren't as out there in the world or have struggles with dating people and stuff like that. So I think it was a great thing to pop up on Instagram and to be talked about for such a long time.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, I'm like, half of y'all talking about this shit, y'all not getting a sex doll. Imagine going over to your man's house, you open up the closet, fucking doll falls out. Like, exactly. You're going to be ready to fight at first because you're going to think it's a real bitch. And then you're going to realize, like, no, this nigga's been sitting here fucking this whole doll.
Exactly. You got to think a nigga like that, he fuck a dead body.
He would fuck a dead body.
Because I think I was on Pornhub and like Pornhub would show you like new videos. And it was like, sex with my sex doll. I don't know why I even clicked on it, but I did.
Look this up later.
And the nigga, and like the sex doll was like this, like you gonna fuck somebody that don't have no expression or nothing. It's just sitting there like
blank stares too.
Yeah, like, and he over there crushing that motherfucker. I'm like, nigga, like, look yourself in the mirror, my G. Explain yourself.
I wish you had that video so we could like watch it.
Man, that shit was crazy.
Video,
like
that shit would be funny as fuck.
He over there crushing a dead body. So that was a real trip to me.
Have you ever had sex with somebody while they were asleep? Has anybody ever given you permission to have sex with them while they were asleep?
No. If you go to sleep with me, you obviously comfortable enough with me sneaking you in your sleep. So yeah, I sneak people all the time.
Gotcha.
Like that's my thing, sneaking people in their sleep. Not on no pedophile shit, But like, I will wake up in a heartbeat and be like, oh yeah, you think it's over? And sneak them. That's a fact.